I streaming
Yeah,
now?
that's in my whole stream. Yeah.
Hello, 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 people. I just need to make sure I'm actually streaming. OBS says I am, but am I actually? You never know these days, so... I am streaming. Well, hello, everybody. Doing it now. Alright, so... Everybody. Today is the Guildrock stream day. I was supposed to stream for 2 hours.
Guys, thanks for watching. That was quite
Oh,
fun.
Barn is in the background.
I did it with 3 minutes to spare somehow.
Pause Barn. Get out of here, Barn. Screw you. No offense. Great stream, Barn. I were only able to watch a little bit of it, but the little I did see was always lovely. So yes, hey Barn, send everyone over to the stream. Go on. Let's get started here, shall we? So, I believe the stream should be broadcasted. Does anyone know how to remove the massive stream delay? I don't know. Anyways. So, yeah, today I was supposed to stream for 2 hours. Well, I'll wait for... Oh, hi, Akrina. Or a Cretist. Welcome, Barn just left. Hi, oh my god, Wolf. Hello, Wolf. I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages. How are you? Well, on Discord, but... To you here. How are you? It's black... Is the screen black? The OBS looks alright for me. And I'm watching my own screen. Is the screen black? Karina? Low latency. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I can see my own stream. So... Oh. Did I crash? No, I did not. I can see my own stream. I got confused for a moment. I thought you were Dallas Med for a moment. Dallas Med. I'm a slime too, I guess, so kind of. But I'm not Dallas Med. I really like Dallas Med. Screen's finer. Okay, great to hear, Okada Wolf. Great to hear. So the screen should be fine, but is it for you? Okay, got it. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, acting weird. Yes, technology, right? I'm gonna sound like a boomer, but technology. Yeah, for Dark Craft. I love Dallas Med. I watched him for a long time. I think I discovered him through one of his big tours things, you know, world tours. Yeah, Dallas Med is amazing. I've been watching him for quite a while. I absolutely love him. I love his dedication to his world, I must say. I mean, he's been playing on that since mobile, like 11 years or something. And Blue Slime, awesome. I think I see a profit picture. It's quite small, but it's there, it's there, it's there. For Darkcraft, so well, I guess we're a whole group of slime people. It's awesome. I love slime. I am the green slime. We also have red slime on the server. Is he online right now? He's not. But we have 2 slimes on the server. So that's pretty cool. Can I sleep? He has an amazing world. His map art too. True. I haven't seen his map art. I've seen his massive maps of his world. I have one of his downloads, but I don't think I've seen if he's done any map art. Maybe. I haven't been catching up with everything he's done recently. I need to get back to that. I guess I'm just too busy to be watching YouTube all day, but I miss him. I miss watching him. He's amazing. But anyways, yeah, everyone else here watched Dallas Man. That's cool. I've taken quite a bit of inspiration from him in quite a lot of builds. Maybe too much sometimes even, but he makes newspaper map. Ooh, map art. That's awesome. That's very cool. Yeah, Dallas Med is pretty cool. He makes some great builds. I also like how he's not full of just, you know, amazing gear. He runs around in sometimes gold chest plates, armor, and chainmail or whatever it's called. He's a fun dude. Oh, I think, wow, episode 40, you're rewatching his entire Let's Play. Wow. That is awesome. I think I started watching him on like episode 250 or 350 when he did one of his tours, you know, entire world tours. I just saw it in my recommend and I was like, wow, 250 or 350 or maybe episode 300. No matter what, but like a couple hundred episodes of the same series. Absolutely insane stuff, I must say. Like, that is incredible. He has some true dedication to that one world. Most people quit after like 2 weeks, the 2-week phase, or stick around for you know, a little bit of time, but never that long. It's quite inspirational, I must say. But yeah, episode 40. Back in that time, like 10 years ago, that was a different world. I remember playing Minecraft back then. I was recently talking about. I guess we'll get started on some building or maybe, but I remember sitting back quite a while ago, well, yesterday, talking to Max about the good old days in Minecraft. Do anyone else remember the days of Minecraft where you did not have this elytra? You did not have the elytra, you did not have mending. Those days were truly strange. I can't really remember them, but not having the elytra just seems so crazy. And not having mending on your tools too. I don't even know how many times I repaired my tools, but it's been many times by now. Hello Max, welcome. We are just talking about DallasMed65, if you've heard of him, because one of the viewers recognized my skin and thought it was him for a second. I'm not, this is Bernard, by the way, say hello to Bernard. So yeah, we're just talking about DallasMed for a little bit and kind of discussing what to do. Well, I was about to get into that. So yeah, and how about you, Max? I saw you were over at the maze. The maze is an awesome thing. Mr. Barn played it. I think he died a couple times. I mean, died a couple times after I joined, so yeah. But anyways, I think I want to continue on my base for this stream, unless there is much else to do. I know Max has set up a new shop I want to look at. Maybe help him stock some of that. I'll see. But I'm thinking for today we'll work a little bit up on these houses. I was supposed to stream for the next 2 hours. However, I do have a meeting at work. But I was able to postpone that for about an hour, so I should be able to stream for about an hour, so not as much, but maybe we'll stream some more tonight. I remember playing Minecraft crafting and building when I was a kid on my tablet. Yeah, super, I remember that too. I remember when I was, I think like 10 or 12, me and my friends used to build or play in a world. And Minecraft, I don't remember much of it, but it was so different. I also remember when I was maybe 9, I remember this one specific build I did in the creative world. It was a floating library. It was a really boring, I think, spruce building, with just filled with bookshelves, like rows of bookshelves. And then my little sister, then I went to go to the toilet, and my little sister like placed a bunch of lava in the house. It absolutely broke me. It absolutely broke me. I'm not sure if it was my little sister, but I think it was her. That broke me deep down. That was fun. I was watching Barney. He died like 20 times. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Barney's good at building, but I'm not sure how he does on minigames. He did sound a bit mad sometimes too. But anyways, speak on the building. I know we have some great builders over here in the stream. What do you think about this building? I can't get it to look kind of the way I want it to. I think I've made it look... He's not online anymore. Oh yeah. He left. Max is watching the stream, I think, so this message, the Guildrock snow layers are invisible. Not sure what that means. But yeah, what do you think of this building? I feel like it's a bit too thin here with just one block. But at the same time, I can't really make it too much bigger because we have this fancy door. And maybe I can move that over here. I don't know, I kind of want it here because I kind of like how the roof goes into each other, and over here the roof is going to go quite a bit out. But I think I've made this work. I'm not fully sure about what I've done here, but I think they could work. You could have some plants above there or something. And then you walk through here and there's like some shops under it. That's kind of the idea. So this whole bottom layer of this port is going to be filled with shops and stuff, because ships would be coming in through this water. They would stop here, sell stuff for the markets, and the people live here. So like under here you have some markets, more stuff, like some shop, the houses above. And over here you have, I guess, another shop you kind of walk through, and then some dude stands right there and sells stuff, so you kind of have to walk through him to, you know, get through here, which is a good sales tactic. And yeah, and then, you know, he lives above, so he has a bit more space, because I mean, I think keeping this house 1x3 is a bit too little space. So having a bit more space above here does make sense, I think. So I think I'm digging this quite a bit. So maybe we'll just start on the roof then. I'm kind of liking the house. I have mixed opinions about it, but worst case scenario, we can tear it down later. So anyways, have you tried bamboo blocks? Ooh. For dark craft, bamboo blocks. Bamboo block. In what parts of the house? This is, if you look at the whole village, I'm not fully sure if bamboo would work too well here with the more darker colored houses. But maybe I could have some bamboo on top here. Let me know your thoughts for dark craft, or whatever I should call you. Okay, so Max said, yeah, Håkon, I was gonna build a boat in the river. What style boat you want? Yeah, boat's right there. Honestly, I mean, this building style is kind of a old medieval style-ish, kind of. I mean, this is the similar style I'm using for one of my... Hello, Red! For one of my village outside a castle I've been building in one of my private worlds. Well, built a while ago. I never finished it. Haven't played in that world for a while since I joined Guildrock, but... So it's kind of like a medieval style village to some extent. So, Max, for the boats, I don't want something too fancy. I was kind of just thinking some pretty basic boats. Some pretty basic boats. Is there any ideas over here? I'm not sure. I think this is a bit too fancy. That too, of course. I was just thinking some pretty basic wooden, small, maybe cargo ships? I don't know. Or Viking ships, you can take that as inspiration. Kind of like the shape and patterns and structural idea for those. Oh, and material-wise. So like wooden boats, kind of. I'm thinking. Welcome to the stream, Red. Photograph. You should add wagons with stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Wait, what? Should add wagons with stuff like that on... like someone is carrying... Ooh, on the roof. You mean on the boats? Or on the roof of this house? Because I was thinking of having like small wagons and... Or however you pronounce that down here with... You know, stuff. So people are buying stuff over here, transporting them back over here, and... People are mining stuff in the cave in here and transporting it down here to sell it. So I do definitely want to have stuff like that all over here. I'm sending some inspiration photos. Yeah, sure. That would be cool. Honestly, I don't really have an idea for the boats. Just something that fits with the style. So perhaps not really modern cruise ships, if you know what I mean. As long as it's not a modern cruise ship, I'm fine with it. But yeah, okay, but anyways, let's get started on... I think we want to start on the roof of that house. Just do it, you know what I'm saying? Get some stuff done. Akara Wolf, you still here? What do you think of my base so far? I don't think I've ever posted this in the Discord servers. I don't think I've seen it, unless you've been over here. Neighbors to EF, so maybe you have. But, yeah. Also, let me know if my mic audio is a bit bad. If it's loud, if it's slow, if it's... sounds a bit uneven, or if it's too close to my... mouth or something, or if I should move it a bit. Oh, we need to fix this firstly. Let me know if there's something I can do. Let's grab that firstly. Oh, these things are so awesome. So easy to just grab the new shelf thing. Boom, boom, boom. So you're making an aircraft carrier. Nice. Aircraft carrier. Yeah, aircraft carrier right out on the water there. Like some fighter jets and stuff. Would be awesome. Audio's good. Thanks. Mic's perfect. Great. I've been debating getting a new mic. I've used this mic for... God knows how many years. I think I've had this mic for... Since 2020, 2021. Since I bought my PC. I bought my mic at the same time. I think in 2021. Beginning of 2021, January or February. So I've had this mic for what I can say is a long time. And I feel like it's getting quite used up, so... is that canal? You mean this? Red? Yeah, kind of. It's not a ocean or anything. I mean, ocean is over there. So it's just like a canal. So like boats will be out there fishing. They would be traveling through here to sell stuff at this village and the market and stuff. So that's kind of the idea. I like carrying stuff. Looks like you were crafting bamboo, like you were traveling to get. Oh, that would be pretty cool. So I could make some. So my idea was to have all the houses being finished. I want to take a screenshot of that. My idea was to have all the houses being finished, but potentially having some houses being worked on, as in worked on, quote end. So not technically worked on, but pretending like they're being worked on would potentially be pretty cool. An aircraft carrier in there. No, that was a that was a joke. I don't think an aircraft carrier would work there, but it would be a bit funny. It's like bamboo roofs. Yeah, that could work. Like the roofs haven't been done yet. I don't think I want to do it on this house, but when we start getting to the other side there, maybe a bit higher up here, that could definitely work. Thanks for the ID. Thanks for the ID. Just to build the roof. Actually, I need to. Oh, where's my pickaxe? There we go. So we need to have those other. You know what? Should I'll add that later. I'll add that later. So boom. We just do some random stuff here. But bim, boom, boom. Should I have a block? Nah, that works. Doo boom. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. Not too much. That works. That works. So now I'm just gonna slowly do this. Maybe like that. I don't know. This needs to go down. So one of those, that, and then we should reach this layer or level. I mean, they could work. They could work. Oh, didn't really mean that. Then we just need to do this then. Boom, boom, boom. Like this. So how's everyone's day going? Anyone done anything fun? It's Sunday. Everyone just relaxing, chilling. What's everyone up to? I've mostly just been studying today, doing some video filming and some teeny bit of editing, but primarily studying, which is always fun when that takes up your entire Sunday. Can I add a staircase right there? Yeah, I think that works. Then a slab there. That don't work there. Okay, like that. Boom. Nope. Yeah, you know what, the staircase works. A full block works better anyways. Boom. I just came back from a weekend away. Yeah, right, you were in a hotel yesterday, which is why I couldn't join the game day. I hope you were having fun. I hope you did some interesting things. One little weekend getaway, that's always lovely. Boom. What were you studying? German, Deutsch, yeah? German. I have a German presentation on Tuesday about the Schweiz, Switzerland. And I'm also studying for a oral exam type of thing for the week after next week. So that's always interesting. Akrina, are you from the part of Belgium that speak German or French? No, Dutch? Yeah, Dutch. Dutch. I guess French spoken a bit too. Yeah, no, it's French and Dutch. Not really much German apparently, which surprised me when I went there. 2 nights in a hotel. We had a 21 kilometer walk. That is insane. 21 kilometer. Oh, that's like 21,000 steps. Yeah, jeez. That's just a casual walk. Casual walk. Yeah. It's a nice relaxing trip. What about the Roman Empire ship? Ooh, Ooh. What does those ships kind of Roman? Empire ships. Yeah, they look kind of interesting. There's some cool boats. This is kind of the idea. These are like Viking ships, so something like this could definitely work. out there in the ocean. Something like that. Triema. Not sure what you mean by that, Wolf. Triema. Is that a boat thing? I'm not... yeah. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I'm from the Deutsch part, but we went to Germany, to the German part of Belgium during the weekend, so I talked my horrendous German too, lol. Oh, yeah. When I went to Belgium last year, I was kind of expecting more people to speak German, because when you Google it, it's like, yeah, a lot of people speak German. It will be fine. But then I went there and it's like, I tried to use a little bit German, and no one spoke German. Barely anyone could speak English. I'm so surprised. In Brussels, every person, when I asked for directions or when I wanted to order something at a restaurant, no one spoke English. I met like a few people in Ghent who spoke English, but beside that, surprisingly few people. But yeah, 6 hour, wow, 6 hour casual walk. I think the most steps I've ever taken in a day is like 25,000 when I went to Seoul for my first day there. Whew, my feet were aching at the end of that, I'd say at least. Triema is the name of a Roman ship. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's build one of those. Gotta save that name. Triema. Wolf, you're a wise man. You're a wise man. You're a wise man. You have a lot of cool facts. I like it. So okay, so I think this has kind of done. Maybe I should build one high. Ah, yeah, maybe. Why didn't you go to Germany to practice? Well, I was only really going there for like a short layover and to meet a friend before heading to hello, Bonnie, to head to a Greek island called Crete when I went there for about 2 weeks. So I had 3 days in Belgium firstly. Spread them out over Brussels and Ghent. I do want to go to Germany sometime, and I'm planning on it potentially spending some time there next year or the year after. I'll see what happens, but sometimes next year. But for now, it is what it is. Try Riem is how you pronounce it. Okay, yeah, Korea. Wow, Seoul makes you... Yeah, true. 35,000 steps yesterday. Wow. That is insane. Yeah, Seoul is a big city. If anyone's been to South Korea, Seoul, big city, so much to do. Wow, it's a lot of walking. Try Riem. Okay. Trireme. Is that as pronounced? Trireme. Brooksy. Trireme. Yeah, I know, Bon. Hello, Bon. Bonnie. Do you have your own rank system? Different between the government rules. Ford Darkcraft. Do people have own rank systems? Do you mean on the server or do you mean in like my own country? Because obviously we have a government. I assume you mean on the server. In the server we do have like different. We have like member management and different people who kind of lead different areas of the server, but we don't really have a government where people tell, where like they impose taxes and stuff. It's a very chill government. I mean, we have people who own the server and make sure everything is running smoothly, but yeah, so that's kind of the government thing aspect of it. And we do have like wardens, people who own or like rule or run the shopping district, I guess, and the game or the spawn area or the hood area, if you know what that is. So kind of we have a few people who are like above others, but not in a crazy sense, if you get what I mean. Yeah, Seoul never sleeps. It's amazing. Oh yeah, I love it so much. I've been debating going back in April for the cherry blossom season, but the 12-hour flight is truly difficult on your body. But I didn't mind it that much. Surprisingly, I didn't do that well. Surprisingly, the flight wasn't that bad. I mean, it was not the best, but Finnair is a pretty nice. I flew with Finnair. They're a pretty good company, I must say. It was pretty chill, pretty chill. I luckily had no one in my seat next to me. There were like I sat on the middle row on the left, guy in the mid, no one in the middle, and someone to the right. So I could stretch myself out a bit, if you know what I mean. It was quite relaxing. Is Red the Dictator it? I think he's watching Wolves. I can't really answer that, but kind of. Sometimes he feels like it, but he's a good person most of the time. Anyways, April and May are perfect to go. Not just the cherry blossoms, but also the Lotus Festival. Ooh, Lotus Festival. What is that? What is that, Karina? What is Max Henges? What is the Lotus Festival? I haven't heard of that. I'm supposed to be building. Yeah. Yeah. The flight is long. True. The flight is long. We flew over the Dictator. We flew over the North Pole on the way back home with Finnair, which is pretty cool. Max Mango, you joined back. Max. Brooksy Sergen, what did he say? We were here yesterday. What? 2 days in a row, yeah. Brooksy disappeared for a long time and now he's finally back. It made me tear up when I saw him online yesterday. It really made me tear up. But anyway, should I continue with this now? So, this house is going to be a bit bigger. It's a bit on the bigger size. It's going to be a bit of a nicer one. We have lots of space. But how should I do this? Should I build this with the roof going forward here, then going back, and then on this side it goes sideways? I think I built a similar house. Oh, I'm not a dictator. I just impose rules that some people dislike. You know, Red, I don't remember voting for any of these rules, so you call it what you want, but yeah, I dug these houses into each other. So how am I going to do this? I guess we can do this style. We have to, I don't know what this is. We have to go with one more out on the back side, but potentially. Question. For Darkcraft, question, what is the most Minecraft players... Question is, what is most Minecraft players are more builders or... builder players or mining players? I think people are a mix. We have some builders and we have some redstoners and we have some farmers. So we have some people... Well, I guess farmers and redstone goes hand in hand, but we have some people who love to build. And then we have some people who focus a lot more on the shopping district and stuff. I can't speak, but we have some people who focus a lot more on building, some who focus on more farms, and some who just focus on a mix, and some people who just are more resource people. They just gather lots of resources, build lots of farms, and stuff like that. So I know some people aren't that into building, but most people do have a general mix. If you want to become a member on the Guildrock SMP, you do need to make an application. So we generally tend to look for, I guess, the best of the best, quote, quote. So most people will generally have quite a bit of skills in both sense when it comes to both building and redstone and mining and stuff too. I mean, in general, just Minecraft capabilities. But some people aren't really that redstone-y. I know a few members just don't really do redstone, and other people almost only do redstone. So I think it depends a bit on the person, but yeah, we have quite a few different members, to say the least, and many with different aspects as to what they do. That's on them then, Red. Yeah, people voted for Red, so I guess we can't really judge him when we voted him. Karina said on the discussion of the Lotus festivals, to make the Lotus flower, they make Lotus flowers and sculptures out of special kanji paper, I think it's called. And they also have a parade. Ooh, I think it's more of a religious thing, aka Korean temple, Buddha things, etc. That's cool. I would love to see some pictures. Yeah, they have some interesting history. I didn't know they had a festival there, which sounds pretty cool. Okay, so this is this. I don't really like this house, but I kind of do at the same time. I mean, if it is building another house just but here, we kind of block off some of the windows, so I think it should be good. I think I'm going to leave this house as this right now. I kind of want to have a door right here and a small a small area you can walk on. But I'm not fully sure. I think I'm going to leave this house kind of like this for now. And then just play around with it a bit later. So I think we might focus on this one now. But it's about how I'm going to do this. So I'm thinking maybe to make it a bit more nicer. I'll move, for example, the wall one block out. And if I move it one out, we have the front side going forward here, and here we have it going sideways. I think that could look cool, because then on the front window would be somewhere up here. You kind of get a view out towards the water above these house roofs. So I think that could be pretty cool. So maybe we'll move this wall one block back then. I think so, because then we can have this going forward and these two going sideways. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. I'm just going crazy. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. Oh, hello pig. Okay. So I guess we don't really need to worry about the blocks in the corner there. I now need to go and grab my stone building blocks. I also do want to check out Max's shop. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Wolf, if you're still here, I think you're gonna love Max's shop. I think you're gonna love it. It's an awesome shop. Acritist. Have you seen it? Also, I'm pretty sure I've asked you this before, but what name do you prefer to be called? Acrina, Acritist? Do you have a preference, or is it just, you know, whatever floats my boat? Or no one can stop me, exactly. Ford Dark. I keep reading Ford as in the car type. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Ford. For Darkcraft, you know, you guys should do like events for each week. You can do mini games, and who wins the game gets to choose the next challenge. Ooh, we try to do stuff like that. We have game days and stream days like this, stream weekends, where a bunch of content creators stream every weekend. So I would recommend you check that out next time. But sadly, I mean, members are often busy, and since we're only a small community, we don't really have time to do stuff every weekend. So although that would be ideal, I don't see it happening every weekend. Is that Brooksy? Oh, Brooksy. But yeah, it would be really cool. It would be really cool. Brooksy, hello. Oh, Brooksy. I like him. He's awesome. Ooh, he's terraformed this. Awesome. And some wheat fields. Yeah. Look at that. So it's gonna be like a big gate between my base and Max's base, and then the fountain is kind of the middle point. So it's like I came here, I took this land, he took that land, we are having beef over the land, and then we decided to cut the border just between the fountain, and the fountain is like the border mark, kind of the idea. But yeah. So anyways, okay. About the name, Acri is the easiest, but I think whatever you want. Okay, cool. Yeah, Acri sounds the easiest to say, so gotta hurt someone. So yeah, that's nice to know. Okay, but so do I want to have then the logs? Because the logs should start up here, and then they link up in the middle. That's stairs. That won't work that well. Do I need to have the staircase? Okay, I'll just try some stuff. And for this, I'll need to change to my trusty axe. Is Acri a real name, by the way? If that's... I think so, right? There's so many members on Guildrock, well, many 40 about, but I keep forgetting stuff like that. Also, I'm really bad with names. It's a bit embarrassing, because I live in a very small town, so people expect me to know the names. So then when I'm like talking to someone, and then I need to refer a message to someone else, I just... it's difficult. I'm good with faces, but names... When I meet someone new, I shake their hand, and then by the time I've dropped their hand, I keep forgetting it. I keep forgetting stuff like that. It's a bit embarrassing sometimes, but yeah, it is what it is. But now if I go forward here, then we kind of like... because then I have to dig into this roof, and it might not work. How do I do that? Lena? Oh, really? My mother's name is Lena. I actually had no idea. Wait, Huh. Okay. That just shows me how bad I am with remembering names, because you have probably mentioned that before, but... anyways, yeah, my mother's name is actually Elena too, which is crazy coincidence. Okay, how do I do this? Is this maybe one... I think that's too far down in terms of that. But it depends on how the bricks will look if... Oh, Brooksy's doing his work, he's doing his work, I like it, I like it. See, here is one more up. I might move it one more up. Or could I have it here, but then do something like this, between. Can I? See if I have that there on that house. Yeah, potentially. And then one in. Lol, I didn't know. You mean about my mother's name? Well, it is. Yeah, probably never mentioned. Maybe you did. We'll just blame it on the fact that I'm bad with names. We will just blame it on the fact that I'm bad with names. I'm not sure I dig this. Maybe. Maybe. And if it goes back here, could that be one lower and this could be one up? Should that be one lower, the rest of this? So that's the same height as here. Someone sleep? Nice. We need the lights. Yeah. I think it's good there, because then we can do something like this. It's an old Slavic name, but my parents gave it to me because of a Belgian song called Lena. Oh, cool. Interesting story. Interesting story for your name. Funnily enough, my name is Håkon, as you all might know. I was supposed to be called something else. I keep forgetting that name too. That is, again, how bad I am with names. But I was supposed to be called, is it Eric? I think I was supposed to be called Eric or something. But then my grandmother didn't like that name, so she bought a bird. A kind of ugly bird, I guess you can say. And then she named the bird Eric. That way my mother and father could call me Eric, because they were like, well, we can't name him after after my grandmother's ugly bird. so then they settled on the next name, which was Håkon. Did you stay stone from... Did you stay stone around for... What do you mean, Brooksy? Did you stay stone? Stay stone. Stay stone? Yeah, my grandmother is a genius. Yeah, Håkon is a pretty cool name. I also really like the name. It's the name of multiple Norwegian kings. Ooh. Yeah, perhaps. Not sure. Yeah, the Håkon, I really like the name. It's the name of many Norwegian kings. So it's kind of like a cool name in sense of that. So I quite like it. I mean, it has some historical things to it because I'm Norwegian, so it's quite a cool name. It's a bit inconvenient in terms of, yeah, royalty, indeed. It's a bit inconvenient though in terms of people pronouncing it and saying it to people online. It often takes some time before people really get the way of saying it. And it's potentially not the best in terms of my branding online. I mean, my channel and stuff being called what it's called. It's probably not the best name for that, as I don't think it's that easy to maybe remember, but it might also be easy to remember because it's kind of unique, I guess. But I like it. It's an awesome name. I think it suits me quite well. Yeah, royalty. I'm royalty. Yes. I mean, have you seen my riches? I mean, I am highly royalty. Oh, hello, chicken. Oh, look at this. I'm just living in it. It's forbidding your feature. Oh, not forbidding, foreboding. Yes. I'll be hopefully soon the king of Norway. That would be awesome. Although sadly you have to be born into royalty in Norway. Maybe I could become a politician or something. Change the king system and then vote myself in as king. How awesome wouldn't that be? Whew. Potentially a bit like illegal, frowned upon, bad, but cool. Maybe I can. Ooh, can I? To not crush these houses, maybe I could bring it one inwards. What are you naming your village place? This one, I'm not sure yet. I haven't come up with a name, so if you have any ideas, let me know. I haven't really thought of a name yet. I'm just building, going with the flow, and then I'll figure out something later. But if you have any ideas of what to do, then let me know. Or the name. It's a fun name to pronounce for. Yeah, I know many people. It's also fun listening to people pronounce it. It's an interesting name to say the least. I know Max and stuff is getting very good at saying it, but I understand it's difficult at first. But it is what it is, you know. Okay, how do I? But yeah, it's always cool when people get it. I know when I met people, I met people in other countries I've traveled to, and they ask for my name, and I say it, and they just have to shake their head a bit and be like, "Wait, what?" Because I guess it's the pronunciation of it is not that common. Yeah, true. I mean, Max has become quite good at saying it. He's nailing my pronunciation, my name pronunciation. So that's highly appreciated, I guess. Yeah, well, I'm more rich. I mean, I won all of those shortcut boxes in that house is what I won from Max's Maze. So you lost out there. You lost out there, Akri, by not by not trying the maze in time. Because now all of those riches are mine. Hallelujah. Should have a log right there. See, I'm not sure if I like the distinction between logs here and... Ooh, kan du där? Because then... Oh, ooh. I'm not sure about that. Maybe I'll leave it as that for now. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm not sure. How do you say it? Max has a good way of saying it. You just... The way he types it is Hakon, which is almost similar. Hakon, like that. So if you just try to pronounce it like that, then you'll probably get it at least somewhat right. Sometimes at least, but it just takes practice. I mean, the letter O, this one, is not really in the English alphabet, so it's potentially... I understand it can be a bit difficult for non-Nordics to pronounce. Hakon. Yeah, Hakon. Like just imagine you're a cowboy person in Texas and you want to pronounce the name. Yep. Oh, actually, this needs to go upwards. Or should I have it... I kind of like... Nah, I think it needs to go... Oh, maybe it should do this way. It needs to be one forward. It needs to be one forward, yeah. Good to know, indeed. I mean, it's always nice to know. Boom, boom, boom. To the up, yep. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm out of logs. I think I should have some more. In this chest. I'm not sure if you have noticed, Akri and everyone else, but my storage area over here is wonderful. Don't show Tanya this, please. Don't let Tanya know about this. Or maybe you can, and then she will come clean it up for me. Yeah, maybe. See, I kind of feel like that. I'm not sure about here. I feel like this is too flat here. This wall is just too flat. Any ideas of what to do here? I'm thinking I could add a chimney here, or maybe like a small roof going out there and then shops under here or something, but with the design I'm going for in these houses, the walls become a lot of the house walls become a bit too straight, to say the least, a bit boring. Need to fix that. But it's a lot of just straight walls, which I guess also works in terms of mixing the houses together. But if you have any ideas of what to do about these walls, then no. Yeah, you know, take a screenshot and send it to Tanya. Maybe she will come clean it up. Need a cleanup crew? Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is just getting more and more out of hand. Every time I fill up these chests, they just slowly expand out there. I mean, I generally have a decent system, you know, for some stuff, but it will be cleaned up someday in the future. I need one more up here. If I do this, I guess I want the logs to go upwards, right? Going out. I mean, going out there kind of looks cool too. I kind of like what I did there. I'm not fully sure, but looks like a creeper phase, kind of, maybe? I can't imagine a creep right now. Kind of. We need to do this. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of just waiting for the guild storage area before something happens, but Thomas was supposed to build that, and he hasn't really been on in a while, so yeah. Because what I also like here is that I can have a door going out right here. So you kind of get from, like, this is the second layer. This is the first layer of this base area. Second layer, and then you can enter the house on the second layer, walk up staircase and get out on the third one. I think that's really cool. Need to eat. I've done the same over here. So the idea here is that you can, for example, walk into this house, climb up a ladder, and then you can exit out on the second layer of this area. Kind of like what you do in China, in some of those areas where you walk into a building and you think you're on like the first layer, but then you exit a building and oh no, apparently on like the 20th layer or whatever it's called. It's crazy. China is an interesting country to say the least. Okay, but now, do I want to do the walls? Do I dig that? Do I dig that? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of want this to be higher. I think I'm going to go for it. If I build this one higher up, it won't really work here. So I think I want to keep that. And then I could potentially add another house going out here, in between here, and then you have a tiny road going up here. That could work. That could definitely work. Yeah, I've seen that documentary. Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't seen the documentary, but I've seen some videos about it on YouTube, and especially short form content. But yeah, I've also seen a video of someone traveling to China to explore that, and it's just crazy what they do. Space in here. I'll just drop off all the stuff here then. They're not too overpopulated. They have no choice going up. Yeah, true. I mean, and a lot of their country, especially the west side, Tibetan area and stuff, is just desert. There's no land there or usable land really. There's very little things there, and a lot of it is protected areas. So yeah, they really have to go upwards. But fun fact, by the way, as we all know, for a population to replace themselves, you need to have a birth rate of 2.1 per female. Most of the world, beside Africa, entirety of Africa, and a few countries in the Middle East, are under 2.1. So I think it's estimated by 2100 that China's population is going to be at about 700 million, 750 million. So right now they're at their peak and they're starting to go down, which is, I mean, same with the West. Same with pretty much all the West countries and the Americas. India is, I think, estimated to be about the same. But Nigeria is estimated to be like at 700 million, which is crazy. Ooh. Population thing is an interesting thing. So we might be living in the time right now where we will see the most people on Earth ever. Depending on how much Africa keeps repopulating, but I don't think they're going to be able to beat the rest of the world losing their populations. Interesting concept. But yeah, right now they're kind of very populated, so they obviously need to build upwards. They can't just expand sideways. I like it. It's quite nice. This. The fountain I built, by the way. I heard Japan is in a pickle too. They have... Yeah, Japan and Korea, both of them. I believe Japan and Korea are the two countries with the lowest birth rates. Or South Korea, I mean. Both of them have under 1 children per woman, which technically means... Which is crazy to think about, because when you hear that they have like a birth rate of 1 child per woman, you don't think it's that low, right? But to make a child you need 1 man and 1 woman. Technically meaning, in the next century, as in... When everyone who's alive right now is dead and a new population has been born, both countries of Korea and Japan will have halved their population. Halved it. So Korea has what, 40 million people now? So they will have about 20 million people in what, 2080 I think? And Japan is 123 million people I think? Or 125, so they will have around 75 million people. Estimated by around 2080, I think, around 2080, At least that's, I think I read something about that on some UN statistics website or something, which is kind of crazy to think about, because yeah, I'm curious how the countries are going to survive that. But I mean, the governments don't really seem to want to do much about it, and I guess with a really high focus on education and getting a job and stuff like that, it's not really much time to get a family. I mean, when I went in Korea, I met a really nice guy who apparently spoke Swedish, which I found crazy, but he's been living in Sweden for 10 years. And he talked about the declining birth rate and that he wanted to have children, but it was such a focus on getting a good career, getting a good education, that by the time you're done in school, university, and getting started in work, you don't have time to stop to get the family. And then suddenly, he is 35, and you haven't had children yet, you haven't met anyone because you're focused on work. And then suddenly you're almost 40, and then it's starting to get too late. So it's a bit interesting, the societies that really push work and school and education so far above everything else, about family values, that you see what happens, you know, with their population, I guess. It's a bit sad, but I guess hopefully, I mean, all you need is a few good years of good governments who cares about the population to really fix that. Because fixing a declining population don't seem that difficult. But you just need to make having kids more affordable, attractable, but I guess it is what it is for now. And the same thing is happening with most of Europe too, and Americas. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But oh yeah, we love Håkon fun facts. Yeah, I have some cool facts every now and then. Yeah, South Korea is stressful with work. Yeah, I've heard that. I have some friends there, and it's long days, long shifts, and not much focus on, you know, building families and stuff anymore, at least. Okay, so how, I guess we need to do that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 1, 2, oh, because of mother 1. So we could have one pillar here, 3 blocks out, 1, 2, 3, one pillar here, 2 blocks in the middle, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, both South Korea and Japan. I think Japan is one of the most overworked countries in the world. I think it's on like spot 7 or something. At least it was. Oh, more spruce here, I forgot, but at least a couple of years ago it was there. But I mean, yeah, population decline is natural when it comes to countries getting better education, more focus on education and work especially. So I guess it is bound to happen. It's sad, of course, because they're beautiful countries who will lose beautiful and lots of history, but I guess there isn't that much we can do about it. Does this work, or do I want to have it one in? Yeah, I guess there isn't that much we can do about it. It's just, well, I mean, there is a lot we can do about it, but again, we just need to have good politicians to fix it. Yeah, they don't have any 9 to 5 most times, super long hours when the boss says we meet up, we have to go. Yeah, they don't have any 9 to 5 jobs most of the time, super long hours, and when the boss says we meet up, you have to go. Damn. Yeah, that's a shame. That's truly a shame. I mean, it's the same with like the education system. I mean, I have friends there who, when it gets close, like exam season stuff, it's such a huge focus on school and education that people go crazy almost. Should I have another log here? Will that be? Oh, I think that could work. And then pillar over here. Yeah, it's quite sad. It's surprising that people don't realize how much of a problem this is going to be, because a population decline of less than like 1.3% is mathematically impossible. Or if you have 1.3 children per woman, mathematically it will be almost impossible to return back to your original population size. I believe it should take, mathematically speaking, about 100 years to fix a population if women have 1.3 children or less, which is actually incredible crazy to think about. 100 years or something. The government, yeah, true. I mean, the crazy thing is, it doesn't even seem that, I mean, I shouldn't be talking too much politics now, but it doesn't even seem that difficult. I mean, to fix the population, right? Make housing affordable. and you can give interest-free loans to families who have X amount of children. Tell people that, okay, if you get a loan for a house and you have 20 children, or 2 children, you only pay 50% of the loan interest. But if you have 4 children, you pay 0% loan interest. That way you're just paying for a house what it's actually worth. Make diapers and stuff like that more affordable, but I understand there's a lot of factors that go into here. There's a lot of financial sides too, so it's not as easy as I might make it sound, but I really hope the governments all around take action. Because right now the main argument people have for fixing the population decline all around is just immigration, which, yeah. But I hope our governments decide to take long-term action. But we'll just wait and see what happens. At some point people will have to realize that we have to do something. I'm a woman and I don't want kids, lol, and I know that at least 6 other friends or family don't want kids. Oh wow, really? That many? I mean, I have not really thought about kids. I'm still young. I'm 19. I'm turning 20 not long. Wow, I'm 2 decades old soon. Jesus. But I can kind of understand it. I've started wanting more kids recently because I realize if I don't, my country's population is gonna fall and really take a hit. So I've really wanted to start, thinking about it recently. But I understand why so many people don't really want it. I mean, it costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time, it's a lot of effort. It can be stressful. Again, the financial side of it. But and especially when things are getting as expensive as they are. I mean, I know when I'm just buying food for myself, it can get expensive. So I wouldn't imagine having to feed another little mouth. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even a couple. It would just be expensive. But you never know. If the government puts out financial initiatives to have children, people probably would start having children. So I guess it all depends on our beautiful governments. Yeah, two decades. I mean, I also know quite a few people who don't have kids. Yeah, true. Yeah, 2 decades. Not old, long, but old. I'm turning 20 in April. 5th of April. It's not that far away. In a couple of months, or like half a year, I will be able to say... I will be able to complain about teenagers these days. Because I'm no longer a teenager myself. I can finally complain about teenagers. Without being one myself. It's going to be an interesting day. I just don't really see the advantage of it. Yeah, true. I mean, I see some positives of it. I mean, one, you're continuing your amazing genes, right? I mean, how could you not want to continue my amazing genes? I need to sprout my DNA. Or I'm not sure if that sounds right to say. If I can say that on stream. I want to sprout my DNA all over. I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean, having kids to obviously continue your generation. That's kind of my view of it. I need a daughter. But it costs a lot. So that's obviously the thing. You need to be really well financially off. And I mean, housing prices are just going up. So having a house where you can actually have a kid just seems difficult. There's long education now. People need to be in school for 5-10 years these days. I mean, my brother has a girlfriend, and she's studying to be a teacher here in Norway. Even after 10 years of school, and then like a few years of high school, she's now at 3 years of high school or something, she now has to take a 6-year study to become a teacher. A teacher. That means that she will have been in school for 19 years. 19 years of her life just to become a teacher. And after being in school for 19 years, then having to get a job and actually settle yourself for a career before you get kids would be ideally, right? Because ideally you would at least have some form of career started before you get kids. But when do you start then? If you're done studying by the time you're 25 and you want to spend 5 years building your career, and then you need to find someone to live with and to want to have kids with, maybe take a couple of years figuring out stuff, get married, whatever. Then suddenly you're 30, maybe 35, and then you might have time for 1 or 2 kids. But yeah, I can understand why it's so difficult. But yeah, and house prices are insane too. I mean, yeah, it's a depressing world out there. Even rent prices. I live in a really small place, and rent prices have gone up crazily recently. Over the last mostly 2 years. I mean, it's a bit due to our local government renting out most of the available apartments to house immigrant stuff. Yeah, I mean, prices everywhere just going up, and especially housing. It's luckily I still live at home, so while I'm in school. So I'm thankful every day that I don't have to worry about rent, because I live in a house that my parents have bought. So not for me. I just need to mention that, but I live with them, with my parents, and I'm thankful for that opportunity every single day. I think it's starting to look good so far. My wife and kids are in the same room. Oh, hello, Brooksy's wife and kids, if you're watching. Oh, they're here. Hello, Hamjam. Hello. Does he have a totem on him? Does he have a totem? Oh, he does, he does, he does. Oh! Oh, okay, I wasn't able to hit that. I'm not sure I want to hit him with it. I do have multiple totems, but 35 is already getting late to your first child. My body was already aching by just moving. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'll have about 15 more. I'll have about 15 more years before my body starts aching. But I mean, that's true. I mean, around 35, to biologically speaking, you're kind of getting towards the point where you shouldn't be having, or where your ability to have children are becoming less and less too, right? So, and your body's just getting old too, so it's more difficult having having children, having to run after them and stuff. But when you're young, you don't have time. It's when you're young, you don't have time because you need to focus on a career and studying, and when you're old, you don't have the power for it. So it's a bit inconvenient, but I guess we just need to wait and see what our beautiful governments decide to do about the housing crisis and whatnot. Your own house, you're old. Yeah. Not my whole house, entire house, but a small part. Well, my room is my space. But yeah, you know, actually, you're making me you're getting me stressed about becoming old. 35 and your body's already aching. Well, I mean, every time I stand up, I have to groin a bit, or whatever it's called. Getting more and more challenging every day I get out of bed. That's life, eh? And I'm only 19. Oof, oof, oof. But yeah, having children and stuff, interesting concept. Interesting concept. But anyways, my hour has reached up. Yeah, after 40 becomes more... Yeah, true, it gets more dangerous to get kills too. I mean, factors such as them being born with defects or being sick or something. And it's also more dangerous for the person having the kids. And it's also just more challenging because you're old, right? Well, that sounds really, really rude. I don't mean old. I just mean that you're... When you reach 40, and I'm not speaking directly to you, actually I'm speaking to the general people, but when you start reaching 40, I assume your body starts to, your body starts to ache a bit and stuff, so it's potentially a bit tiring having kids. Sorry, I remember I did 21 kilometers walk when speaking. Yeah. I mean, true, you walked 21 kilometers yesterday, so you should still be relatively in good health. That at least gives me some inspiration for, or some... Well, I don't know what to call it, but some sense of security that I'll still be able to move when I'm 40. Although I think it just depends on your lifestyle. My father is 51. My father's 51. You know, I'll give you some. Wow, you're 40. You're 40 next year, actually. I have no idea. In your profile picture on Discord, you look quite young. So I thought you might be like mid-30s, early 30s. You're 40 next year. What? You look like 32 maybe. I would have guessed 32, but take that as a compliment then. But some words, some positive words. My father is 51, turning 52 soon actually. And my father is quite, well, I mean, he works a lot. He climbs mountains regularly. He's constantly out and about doing things, chopping wood. I mean, the only reason we survive the heat of the cold of the winter is due to his firewood. So yeah, just keep moving. Keep moving is important. You just have to keep going. Keep your body active, be active, eat healthy, and you can surprisingly live for a long time. There's a lot of people in my tiny town who's about 80 years old and they're still moving about. I know people who are even 90. One of them sadly passed away, I think, recently, but I knew a guy who was pretty much up until his deathbed was constantly moving around, being active, being healthy. So yeah, you'd be surprised, but just keeping your body healthy, you can do a lot. Is he trying to mace me or something? I got a mace too. But yeah, we've reached my hour, so what is... I mean, we reached my hour and I should get to the meeting at my work any moment now, so I'd probably have to end of the stream. Your dad sounds... oh, thanks, I do have good genes. Well, that's good. Well, if you have good genes, you should make sure to try and deploy them to your to some children, but... I don't know how you say something like this. That sounds so weird the way I said it, but... Oh, you don't have a totem. Okay, ooh. But hey, if you have good genes, make sure to enjoy them. Make sure to enjoy them. Yeah, my dad is an amazing guy. I love him. I do love him. He's a very healthy guy too. And I don't mean healthy as in he just eats salads. He's a big eggs and bacon eater. He loves meat. Meat is amazing. But deploy the genes. But yeah, I mean, I think just working a lot, just being active is truly important for a long, healthy life. Oh my god, there's so many chickens there. What? But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll have to end off now. I didn't get to do damage. I did a little bit of base building, but now I'll have to go to a meeting. So yeah, maybe I'll stream a bit more later tonight. I'm actually quite enjoying this. So 12 people watching too, which is awesome. But yeah, everyone, when the time comes, make sure to deploy your genes. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching the stream. I hope you had an amazing day, and I hope you keep having an amazing day. So anyways, peace out everyone. And thank you all so much for watching.